Happy holidays, y'all. Um, I literally could hear in my ear like the sweetest, sweetest voice. It's okay. Don't be sad. It's gonna be all right. And it's just the sweetest thing. Peace. This is Star with the Star Booms, y'all. I got the little eyelash filter on. I don't got no face on, so oh my gosh. The more I just am, the more I give myself permission to be, the more I recognize how I wasn't being because of whatever condition rate I had become in, I guess, right? I figure out that it was less so meant to me the fix. I don't know why I wanted to say it that way. It was more so less than like not needing to fix anything than it was just to be in the acceptance of the Most High don't give you no story for you to like hide away and ball up and not show up and not not shine, not be, not not say, not think, not do, not have. And it's so thick, like that knowing, you know? And you gotta be bold sometimes because they don't really teach us this. A lot of the times, y'all, you get to ask for proof. Mm. You get to have proof of who it is that you are, what it is that you meant to be, why it is that what I'm saying matters. If it does, you still here. Peace, family. We doing this shit. All right. And it's more so because it's all right. It's okay. Like you could have let all of this stuff make you be bitter. You could have seen the worst on folks and decided to continue to fight. You could have been the person who darkened in this space instead of providing light. You could have been meant for way less than what you thought you was meant for in this space that didn't want you to be yet because you chose, in spite of anything that had the idea of coming against me, in spite of all of these things I may have faced, this is what you get to do with your circumstance. This is why some stuff just ain't as big as it is. Sometimes you got to recognize you be giant in spirit. I say a lot of the times, y'all, there's bigger hands over little hearts. You have to recognize that when you in the midst of the Most High, right? When you in the midst of something serious, when you in the midst of big business, 314, when you in the midst of it, right? You got the opportunity to see all of these things was molding me. And it's like, imagine a world is falling apart. And at the same time, imagine that there's a craftsman that's just taking and they just chiseling and it's shit flying all over. It's a tornado for Christ's sakes. Okay, a hurricane for Christ's sakes. It's chaotic, okay? And in the midst of that, you peaceful and steady. Mm. Why? I decided to face the place that I didn't really think I had a right to be in out of shame. How did this happen to me? A lot of times we think that things happen to us, they be happening for you, my love. You just don't know it yet. Maybe because you haven't switched your perspective to give you the permission to be. This thing may have came. Everything is given at some rate for us to be able to be in it. But we don't know sometimes how powerful we are. Sometimes we give up right before we recognize how powerful we are, right? Sometimes we be so convinced on wanting to prove other folks right. All right. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you. Sometimes you be so protected in things, y'all, that you don't recognize how much you've been protected from. Dealing with the inner child for me allowed me to be at a rate where not only do I just get to be in the midst of these conversations I be having with y'all, but I get to be present in a world that I desired and I dreamed of. I get to see that, hey, what I thought I knew is a truth. Because I didn't leave that little version of me back where I found her, right? This be the mental plane, y'all. We be stagnant, chained in, shackled in, locked down, all right? Wings not moving, not capable of getting nowhere. You can't get nowhere. Be locked down. Why? Because this person speaking over your head. This person speaking over your head. This person coming against you. This person ain't really no friend. That person really ain't coming for like you giving here, but you ain't giving to you taking from this place, but you don't know that you really got an abundant wealth over here if you just stop and look within yourself. And when you give yourself these opportunities to do these things, you recognize, oh, you was a merchant that I get. You was a merchant. Oh, you thought you was an opponent coming up against me, but you was something that was in the dictionary of, oh, okay, this happened back in. All right, we know how this feels. This frequency feels familiar. I'm in this rate with myself. Oh, I took what could have harmed me. Mm. The spirit said it got classified. That's what I just heard. It got classified as significant. That's what y'all get to recognize. I was over here and I was talking to spirit, y'all, and I was like, okay, happy holidays. It's amazing, right? But we in the midst of sorting, right? We in the midst of sorting, right? And for all those who are present within themselves and and just being, you know, I'm so excited for my baby to be in the midst of, so it's like we just in the midst of being, and it's thick, thick love is present, right? Y'all, I had just talked about the daggone dragon the other video. I literally just talked about the dragon. And before that came the glass mountain, and then I believe this is the talking horse. And this basically speaks more so about the fairy tales and how there's always with, like the princess and animal, like a steed, there's always this companion that is like your keeper. Oh, spirit, your inner child has been with you and has it all for you. And when you don't give yourself the opportunity to value that space, you may be feeling in a world of emotions where you might not be able to get steady within yourself. You might not be able to 818, you might not be able to see the rate that you really, really, truly are abundant in. You might not be able to show up giving and doing and having and being, and you might not be able to just because you haven't taken that part of you back. You might have surrendered it somewhere else. Go back to yourself within. Get into meditation, y'all. Give yourself the opportunity to ground. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I'm shocked at how the world, okay, is responding to the energy that is present. I am so, This is some lot of good stuff happening, y'all. If y'all just give yourselves the opportunity to heal, all you got to do is heal. Whatever comes up against you is coming towards you as an abundant wealth because of the knowledge that you have already, what do you call it, succumbed to. Amazing, 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 amazing. Give yourself the opportunity to continue to move forward, y'all. Have some freaking fun. Live through y'all kids, okay? These kids is like, my little girl, she is out of here, okay? But she's life, and we get to be at that rate with ourselves too. We just get to heal, okay? I just wanted to share that with y'all. Happy holidays. I love y'all. I hope y'all being happy and just giving back to yourselves, okay? And revving up the people who covering you, okay? Because you big protected. Peace.